computer died. I'm lucky enough to be in a position to be able to order the Mac Mini with the M1 chip. So while I was waiting for that to arrive, I hopped on the drafting table and did a series of Spidey illustrations, traditional like, pen to paper, and that was fun. So I inked it all up and scanned them all, and now I'm going to color them. My point of all this is that I'm going to take the originals and the color versions. I'm going to make a single print of each one, and I'm going to put them all on the store for y'all to buy. It's the holidays. Everybody deserves a little something for themselves. Or you can commission me for something. Everybody loves a little handmade something or other. And follow me on all the things and keep up to date with new art drops and whatever else I've got going on with this new endeavor. All right, let's go do the thing. Yeah, we can do it. Okay, so after I got everything scanned in, the first thing I like to do is lay down flats, just flat colors, separating all the major bodies of color in Spidey, which is, relatively easy because he's red and blue. It's not a super complex illustration either. And it's just a single figure with a hint of background, so it went pretty quick, despite having sped it up for this. But I'll tell you that I'm not the most adept colorist. I know what I like, but more often than not, I try and emulate people that I really, really appreciate. And for this one, unconsciously, I was sort of mimicking Eric Canetti. If you've never seen his stuff, give him a follow. His work is dynamic and lush. His colors are just wild and vibrant. But other people that I like, obviously, Rico is Rico Renzi. He's family. He's my boy. There's Bengal, artist on Death and Glory. He's fantastic. Dean White, he colored John Romita Jr., Jerome Opeña, Jerome and Eric Canetti are both Filipino Fil-Am artists, so that's kind of cool. So after you lay in the flats, you lay in your tone, you pick your light source. Rule of thumb is whatever color your light source is. So if it's yellow, your shadows should be purple. I'm not like a super successful color theory guy, but that's one that I stick to. But after you get all that laid in and it starts to feel good, this is my favorite part, laying in the white highlights or the yellow highlights, or as it were. But Dean White, when he was coloring Jerome on Uncanny X-Force, would pop that stuff in, and I absolutely loved it. That stuff was so cool. Yeah, and then, just sort of using all the tools that Photoshop gives you, blending, layer blending, or smudging, all those kind of effects really sort of round things out, give your coloring subjects, your figures, shape and form and structure that maybe I wasn't able to get in the line art. So I'm always happy to noodle around with that and give it a little extra pop. I mean, like I said, coloring is not my thing. I'm constantly looking at what other people do, and I'm trying to figure out how they do it, what works for me. If you're a young artist, and I got a few younger artists, early on in their creative journey that follow me. So, I stick to that adage: try everything, but use what works for you. Get rid of this stuff that doesn't feel organic. That's a Bruce Lee-ism that I stick to. And this is just fun stuff for me, like dropping these wild highlights. They don't make any sense in the real world, but in my head it was this stuff. Okay, so this is a thing that Rico Renzi taught me. Sometimes before the pandemic, he would come by and he'd work in the home office with me. And we're pretty quiet. We're pretty studious about our work, but yeah, he would show me these little things, and one of them was how to build halftone patterns in Photoshop. And I really like it. I think I've talked about it in another post, but yeah, it's just a neat throwback to the way that comics were made. So I hope you enjoyed the video, the process video. If there's anything that you want to see specifically, anything that you want to see drawn, if you want me to talk about anything, art process, yeah, just comment below, and keep an eye out on the on all the socials. As of whenever I post this, the Spidey pieces should be available. So hit them up, let me know, and be well, be safe, wear a mask, do your thing, and tell the people that you love them. If you can, hug them. That's it. That's all I got. Be good.